Hey, hi YouTube, how are you? I hope you all guys are doing great. In this video, we are this is basically the sixth lecture, but I think it's the eighth video because we have covered lots of things. You can find it on the playlist on my channel, which is this debugging channel, and also you can find all the codes here in this repo that I will attach the link in the description box. Till now, we have seen lots of things like intro to the breakpoints, then watch panels, call stack, conditional breakpoints, log points, and many more things. So today we are going to see the exceptions panel. So if you let's move to the VS Code. So we have seen this variable thing. We have also seen the watch thing, call stack, and now today we are going to see this section, which is breakpoints. So if you see, this is how a breakpoint sections look like. So these are our this all are the breakpoints that you have applied in your code. If I just click it here, so there is a breakpoint. So here you can modify the breakpoint or whatever, or you can also remove it. So this is a quick access wherever which type of breakpoint you have added. So this is basically a conditional breakpoint, so we can remove it. Now let's see what actually this raise exception, uncaught exception, and user uncaught exceptions are. So first is raise exception. So raise exception means the debugger will stop at any type of exception even though it's caught. It can be to let you pause and inspect right when an error is thrown, not when it is caught. Okay, what I meant is if you go to lecture 6, which is exceptions. Okay, so this is a basic code where we are trying to divide x is equals to 10 by 0, but we know we cannot divide any integer by 0. It gives us a zero division error. Okay, if I just run it, okay, if I just debug it, okay, so everything went well. Okay, why it went well? Because if I go to this breakpoints, I have not ticked raised exception. If I tick this raised exception and if I debug it again, now it is prompting me that okay, exception has occurred, zero division error, and this is where this error is occurring. Okay, although we have handled this error, because this is how we write a code, like we are trying something and we know if something goes wrong, just catch it. Okay, so we are handling this exception even though we have handled or we have handled that exception, we have caught that exception in the program. Still it will pause the program and let us inspect right when an error is thrown, because error is thrown here, although we have handled it, but it will tell us that okay, this is where you are getting an error, although you have handled it, but just look at it, this is the place where you are getting the error. So this happens when we tick this raised exception. Okay, if we not tick this raised exception, everything goes well. Then uncaught exceptions. Uncaught exception pause the debugger only if the exception is not caught. Okay, so if I just comment it out, and this is also the same piece of code. So in this case, exception will occur and we have not handled it. In previous example, we were handling it. So if we have not handled it and if we'll run it, it will give us the same error, okay, which is zero division error. But this all are the uncaught exceptions. Okay, definitely in a program, if even if we are getting some exceptions, we should caught it, we should handle it. But let's suppose we forgot to handle something, then uncaught exceptions helps. Okay, then user uncaught exceptions, basically this pause on uncaught exceptions only in user written code, not in libraries or framework. Okay, let's suppose when you work on big projects, this settings helps you to ignore noise from the third party libraries and only focus on in your code only. Okay, your burst will only focus on your code. Okay, so that's why it's also an important part, because you don't want to fall in the trap of looking into the libraries, the third party noise and all, and you don't want to look all the exceptions that are being not handled in the third party libraries, or all the exceptions or some exceptions that are occurring in third party libraries. So it is helpful, but generally we don't use raise exception. You can use it. It depends upon scenario to scenario, because I have already told you debugging is not this or that thing. It's not a hard-coded thing. It all depends upon your technique, your smartness, your understanding of the problem and business rules. Okay, so these are all three things. Raise exception. Even if the exception is caught, it will it will tell you, it will stop, it will freeze the program. Uncaught exceptions are whenever you are writing some code and you have not you have not handled the exception, it will tell you. So generally this is only ticked because we don't want two others, because also in big projects you can enable it, user uncaught exception, because if you don't want to you want to ignore the noise from the third party library, so that's why user uncaught exceptions are also important. So that's it. Till now, I think you are in a very, very good shape, where we have learned about variables, watch, call stack, breakpoints. In future videos, I will try to cover a lot more things like trigger breakpoints and whatnot. And if you have any other suggestions also, I'm open for it. But if you know this all things that we have learned in this tutorial by for now, you're good. And the more you will practice, the better you will. And I think you will be you will be good in your debugging if you know at least this many things. Okay, so that's it. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.